For the last 2 weeks, we've been talking about circling. We talked about movement. We talked about why smart women stay stuck. But this evening, I need to take a deeper dive on those things that we've been talking about. Because circling doesn't just delay progress, guys. It costs you something. And why I say that is because when I was in my circling season, it cost me something. And that's why I want to share this with you. And the dangerous part is that most of us don't even realize what we're losing when we keep going around in a circle and not making a decision. Because listen, circling is not natural. It's not harmless. It's not just a season. Because every time you circle, instead of making a decision, something inside of you begins to weaken. Whether it's your confidence gets weakened, your self-trust weakens, your authority weakens, and the longer you circle, the more expensive it becomes. Because it costs you something. It costs you more than you even realize. So this message this evening is for the woman who looks strong on the outside, but knows that she's been delaying something on the inside. We have all of these desires and we do not do anything with them. We say it in our head that we're going to do something and do absolutely nothing, but keep circling, just going in a circle. Okay? And you know you've been delaying something that you have inside, whether it's the decision that you need to make about a project that you want to do, a conversation that you need to have with someone. Might be even a pivot that you need to make, or that next step that you need to take, or something that you started and you didn't finish it. Okay? So this evening, we're not just naming the pattern, we're going to expose the cause. Okay? Because once you see what circling is stealing from you, because when you're circling, something is being stolen from you. Okay? We're going to expose it. Okay? So that you won't want to keep tolerating it anymore and stop it. Come on, let's stop it today. Because if you have ever delayed something you knew you needed to do, I need you to type in the chat, I see it, I see it, I see it, and put it in the chat. And it's no shame over here with Dr. Val. This is just an awareness zone today. And every time you come over here with me, it's just an awareness zone. So listen up, because this conversation is for the woman who knows she's called to do more, but keep on circling instead of making a decision. Not because she's unqualified. It's not because she lacks experience. It's because she's been waiting for clarity to feel, to have the courage to do it. Stop worrying about the courage. Step out and do it. And then the courage will continue to come. You got to make some movement. You got to move. You got to have intention. So this evening, we're going to be talking about the hidden cost of circling. And more importantly, how to stop circling and stop moving with intention. And when you move with intention and not feeling burned out or feeling like you need to start over, you just need to start and make a decision. Do it. Okay? So listen, welcome to Stepping Out with Valarie Harris. I'm Dr. Val, and this is where purpose-driven women, educators, and change makers learn to move from clarity to confidence, one decision at a time. So if this message already feels personal, type ready in the chat and stay with me just for a few minutes, because when I come out here, I do not try to stay out here long, because I'm about to share something that may shift how you have been seeing your next move. Because I know, and I know there are some next moves that you need to be making, and you haven't done it. You haven't started. You haven't written nothing down. You got it head knowledge, and that's as far as it went. So the hidden cost of circling and what is stealing from you. And I'm going to leave you with 3 things that is stealing from you that I want to point out. And the first one is, let me put it up on the screen. I think I typed it up. Let's see. The first one is the emotional cost of circling. There's an emotional cost that comes along with you going around in a circle and not making a decision. Come on, ladies or guys or whoever's listening to me this evening. Okay? Because circling costs more than time. It costs us energy. And when I go back to the time piece, when the time is gone, the time cannot be retrieved. That time is gone. Okay? It costs energy. Because when you have indecisions about things and it keeps going on in your mind, you begin to get exhausted, frustrated. Holding on to possibilities without choosing one can drain you emotionally. It will drain your bandwidth. Okay? You become tired, not because you're doing too much, but because you are carrying decisions you refuse to make. What decisions do you need to be making right now in your life? Write it in your journal. Ask the Lord to help you. Sign up for a consultation with me. I can guide you. I can help you, because you're not alone in making decisions. You just have to decide to get people to help you. Okay? That's heavy. That can be very heavy and can be emotional. And you don't even realize you're going through that emotional stress. The second thing I want to bring out is this one. The second one is the leadership cost. As leaders, if you're watching, you are a leader of something or somebody or somewhere. You are a leader, okay? And being a leader, know this: someone is watching you. So let's talk about leadership for a few minutes. Someone is watching how you're moving or how you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And if you're a leader and you're sitting around complaining all the time, you need to check that. And especially if people are watching you, because people are watching you, if they are watching you complain and everything, nothing, if it's not the way you want it to be, you complaining about it. A good leader don't sit and complain and let people see them complain about something. They do something about it. They try to come up with a solution. Okay? Your hesitation teaches others what is acceptable, especially in the times when you're complaining or you're not satisfied. And that comes from you not being satisfied with yourself. And so sometimes we have to look in the mirror at ourselves. If we are complaining and nothing's going your way, then that means you need to check yourself. Because guess what? Someone is watching you. Because your delay is modeling fear disguised in responsibility. And that is not who you are. Because you were never meant to lead from hesitation. You were never meant to lead from alignment. You were meant to lead with alignment. Okay? So drop a fire in the chat if you agree with what I'm saying, or 1 in the chat. Because sometimes we have to look at ourselves. I had to look at myself before I look at anybody else. And if you got a complaining spirit going on as a leader, and then you got people watching you, you need to really really reevaluate that you complain about everything everybody's doing. Nobody's doing anything you want them to do or how you think it should be. You need to check yourself. Point number 3, and that goes back to that emotional thing, because you got some emotional stuff going on. The emotion that listen, that circling that you've been doing yourself is causing some emotional stuff. It's causing your leadership to be off, and you need to check it, and you need to get it right. And the third point, the third thing I want to leave with you that it will cost you is this: the legacy cost. Because legacy is in motion right now. Yes, a lot of people think of legacy as financial and wealth and all of that, but legacy is in motion right now. So what kind of legacy are you willing to leave other people if you delaying and you can't even make a decision yourself? Because like I said, people are always watching us. That real cause of circling to the legacy, because you want to model doing positive things, because the next generation, they are watching us. They're watching to see how we react. They're watching us so that they can learn from us. And I would hate for them to learn anything that's contrary to the will of God about what I do, because I want to be positive about the things that I do, that if they're watching me, that they'll learn positive and do things right, and not to listen to someone that's going to lead them down the wrong path. Okay? So you don't want to model the wrong things, so that the other generations are watching you do wrong things as a leader. Your children, your students, or your clients, or your community, whatever. Because they need to be learning something from you. They don't just hear what you say. They watching how you choose to carry yourself, the things that you say, because you have an influence on them. So make it be a great influence, a positive influence, an authentic influence. Be yourself. And that brings me to inside the Stepping Out Legacy Lab. We slow this down safely. We name the real cause, and we replace circling with intentional steps. And before I close, I need to say this clearly. You are not behind. Yes, we're always a work in progress, because there's always work that we need to do on ourselves. You're not too late, unless you just don't do nothing and miss it. You are simply standing at a decision point. And I hope and pray you make the right decision, a positive decision. And if you are tired of circling, tired of overthinking, because sometimes some people are thinking about some stuff that ain't even real. They get a something in their mind that they think is going on, and it's not even going on. And they overthinking, and they make some rash, bad decisions. So if you're tired of overthinking and tired of trying to figure it out on your own, this is exactly why I created the Stepping Out Legacy Lab course. It's a 6 weeks course. And listen, you need to come and see me so I can help you in that area. Because it's for women who don't need more motivation. You need structure. You need accountability. And if people can't check you when you're wrong, you need to check yourself. Because all of us might have to get checked on things that we might do that somebody might not like. So the link would be in the descriptions if you're interested. If that's you, if you need help, take the step. And remember, around here, we don't rush, but we don't stall either. And I'll see you next week. And we're still on the episode of circling. Okay? And we'll be here the same places for the same purpose of helping you to stop that circling and to be able to step up and step out of your comfort zone. Stop minimizing who you are. Know who you are. Stop waiting around for people to validate you as a person. Know who you are in Christ. And when you know who you are in Christ Jesus, you don't worry about what other people think. You move along the way he wants you to move. So listen, that's all I had out here for you today. But I want you to stop that circling. And if you need to come to that Legacy Lab course, mini course that I have, sign up. You can sign up tonight. Okay? And I would be glad to help you stop that circling. Okay? And that's all I have for you. Because you know, every time I come out here, I tell you all to go over there to that YouTube channel, Stepping Out with Valarie Harris, and subscribe. And look, if you have already subscribed, share it with a friend, like it, even give me some comments, because the comments will help as well. And even if there are other subjects or things that you would like for me to talk about, put it over there, put it in the chat, and we can talk about it. Okay? And also, if you don't want to sign up for the Legacy Lab course that I'm doing right now, listen, you can go to my website. Here's my website, www.steppingoutwithpurpose.com. There are other things that I do that you might be interested in doing. Okay? So guess what? I'm about to check out, and I will be talking to you a little bit later.
Your purpose isn't just a dream, it's a declaration. Welcome to the 2026 Mindset Shift, where we turn vision into legacy and faith into action. This isn't just a program, it's a movement. The 7 Pillars of Transformation Legacy Lab is where purpose becomes action. Don't miss out on our Legacy Lab. Sign up today.